I'm Gab. He's Jules. Blue skies over West London. What a show. What a midweek.
Incredible.
Made me
so
forget
much going on.
all about events at the weekend.
I'm so
I'm
sorry.
good. No, it's fine. It's fine.
always nice.
I'm good. Happy for Andy. Let's move on to more important stuff because with a Champions League return,
Yes.
Defeats for both English clubs at a time when everybody talks about the English dominance. We need a Super League.
Yeah.
Come on. Let's chill a little. Let's worry when they start winning on the pitch. But I think we have to start with Arsenal.
Of course.
We have to start with Arsenal. Manchester City, top of the table clash. I don't quite understand or follow for those people who live in the United Kingdom like we do. I know they make a ton of money, the Premier League, and they're really smart with their broadcasting rights. I thought this was demented. I know the game's been rescheduled, blah, blah, blah. But they put it on a streaming service, totally out of context,
right.
a highlight show.
It was their right.
Don't.
But they don't have the choice.
Like, think about it.
They don't have the choice.
No, they have a choice when they sign the contracts. They have a choice. They have get-outs, whatever. Like, getting 10 more ducats in exchange for putting it on. I didn't like that. Okay. I wanted to watch it the way God intended, on a reliable. No, look, I'm not going to diss streaming services because we might go on one day. But it just felt weird. But hey, maybe I'm old. Let's talk about the game though, because there's a lot of build up to it. My view is that the worst possible thing for Arsenal, it's not so much they have a game in hand, right?
Yeah.
Would have been the kind of defeat where City wiped the floor with them. Any other result, even a narrow defeat, is fine.
Yeah.
Instead, we got something different. It finishes 3-1. The goals are all down to individual mistakes, really bad individual mistakes, I thought, from Arsenal. And I'm wondering, is that better or worse than being comprehensively outplayed for 90 minutes?
I think it's good not to be outplayed by City and to show that you can compete, to have the first half that Arsenal had. And even Pep at the end recognized how good Arsenal were in the first half. I think Pep got it wrong again. I don't think that back three would never work in a game like this. I was baffled to think that Pep could think this is a good idea to play just with three defenders.
It was 3 plus Bernardo Silva.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You said it exactly. But still, Arsenal were great in the first half, and Arsenal still have a big chance with Nketiah on the Tomiyasu cross at 1-1 to go 2-1 up. Even when City were playing better, when City were the better team after the change tactically and Akanji coming on.
By the way, I don't even think that was Nketiah's worst miss, because the header from the Zinchenko cross.
In the first half, yeah, that one. Even the second header, that he goes, you know. But so Arsenal played well, and I think there's a lot of positive. But yeah, it's a defeat that's going to hurt because you make mistakes. Tomiyasu, that back pass should have never happened, and he made one just before, not long before, that I think De Bruyne spotted, and De Bruyne said, if the ball goes back into the same position, he's going to do the same thing, and that's why De Bruyne is so intelligent and so amazing. Gabriel, it's not the first time, unfortunately, but they will learn. This is a young team. This is the youngest team in the league, and at some point, you play against a machine.
Okay, I like you can pull out the you will learn stuff, and it's fine when Arsenal are third or fourth in the table and they're growing and hey, we'll get back to the Champions League. You can't pull the you will learn stuff, I think, in a season in which you're competing for the title.
Why?
In a season where
they've never been there before.
But they're here now and they have a chance.
I know, but City have won 4 of the last 5.
They're
more used to those kind of competitions and
No, I'm not doubting that. But what I'm saying is, you have a sizable lead. You have a club in City which, for all the denials and João Cancelo denying it, it's clearly in turmoil between the situation with the Premier League charges and whatever. Yeah. You had at one point, I think the lead was 5 points plus a game in hand, something like that.
Yeah,
right?
Even more, maybe.
Even more. Yeah. All of this comes into it.
Yeah,
all of this.
For sure.
You can't be this close. And it's a season in which Chelsea and Liverpool haven't shown up.
Yeah.
Right? Where United are rebuilding.
Yeah.
So, I'm not saying Arsenal aren't going to have another opportunity to win the title if they don't do it this year. Of course they will. But here and now, it's got to weigh into your minds. And I hate the psychological aspect of it, but people will bring it up because I think psychology and mentality are often seriously overrated. I think there's a lot of quacks out. You know my thoughts on this, right? But people are going to ask, what will the psychological impact of this be?
And that's the right question, I think. And for me, the Villa game on Saturday is almost as important as the one on Wednesday against City. Not as important, but not far, because it's the reaction that they're going to bring now after the defeat against City that will, I think, shape the end of the second half of the season. If they don't win again for the 4th game in a row at Villa on Saturday, then I think you can say, okay, they're down now, and I don't know how they're going to pick each other up or pick themselves up. If they react with the win at Villa against Unai Emery as well, all that, I think then they say, okay, they're still alive. Let's not forget, they have the destiny in their own hands. They've got a game in hand. If they win that, they will be 3 points.
They also have an away game at the Etihad. We're gonna,
of course,
we're gonna break all of that down. We're gonna get more into City. There's stuff to talk about Pep's comments as well. All of that on the Gab and Juls podcast.
Thanks so much for watching ESPN on YouTube. And for more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for premium content and live streaming, subscribe to ESPN Plus.